What's good, YouTube? This your boy Nigga Belly back with another vid. I had to have a little 15 seconds, a moment of silence for the late great King Von, legend of Old Block. You feel me? Now I want to talk about King Von. I know there's a whole lot of vids on King Von, but I'm actually from Chicago, so King Von, he's an authentic artist. Nobody never thought he never thought he'd be an artist. You feel me? Because he was always, you know, a guy in the streets who just looking to scope. So he never thought he'd be home, come out, rap it, and then say he made it. He said that in plenty of his songs. He said in plenty of interviews. And now, if you seen the personal growth with King Von, then you'll know he's a cool, genuine person. And I personally never met King Von, but I could tell I know King Von through his interviews and his music. And when he have his interviews, he speak on a mature level. You feel me? He speaks on a higher level than what everybody think he is. Everybody think he just this. Oh yeah, he a hothead. Who out the bound? Everybody try to make his profile look like he just a hothead, a hothead. But if you look at his interviews, you could tell he not really a hothead. You could tell the way he talk that he think before he do anything. So, so seeing him pass away at the end of last year, that shocked the whole world because everybody know that he was destined to be one of the greatest at storytelling and one of the greatest to come out of Chicago. And in my mind, bro, I felt like he was gonna pass up Durk in my eyes because he was drawing all the attention. Everybody knew who he was, and that's off a 2 year span of rapping. When he first got out and made the song Problems, you could tell that his mind was trying to be fixed, trying to get himself back on the right track, not trying to go back to jail. And not too long ago, he had caught a case with Lil Durk. That's an artist I grown to see throughout the years of drill rapping, and he was the first artist I ever listened to, the first artist of drill I first listened to. So I would love to want to applaud motherfucking Durk on that one right there for putting us on with King Von and letting the whole world hear his stories. And for me, I felt like he put King Von in a situation that King Von should have never been in the first places, which is that case they caught. He put King Von in a tough situation, and his background. He protect who he fuck with, and if everybody said, even his ops, they said Von always on front line, ready to go, fighting, shooting, whatever it is. He protect his own people at whatever cost, and I felt like at that instant Von was put in a tough situation with Durk, and that caused him that case. So I'm not gonna say, man. I know I said plenty times in my mind maybe Von maybe got sacrificed by Durk, and because in my mind I felt like he did got sacrificed by Durk because look who Durk surround himself with, bro. He surround himself with people who sacrifice a lot of motherfuckers. He definitely he definitely surrounded himself with Meek Mills back way back. He been had you know conversations with Meek Mills, and around that time, that's when Lil Snoop was out. Now I know I'm a little off topic right now, but I just wanted to speak on this a little bit cause on my own little theory of why is Von was a little bit of a sacrifice. And you got to think way back when Lil Snoop was alive and he was about to skyrocket to the top, and he was on in the game for like a year or two, and he was gaining all the attention. You feel me? Nobody was thinking about Meek Mills, and everybody was worrying about Lil Snoop. and you know he the king of freestyle, so and all that shit. So um, honestly, Lil Durk posted did a song with Lil Snoop, but that shit failed to happen. And Vaughn, I said Vaughn, Lil Durk and Lil Snoop supposed to had that, that little project made, and it never had the chance to ever happen. And that's why Meek introduced him to Lil Snoop, introduced Dirk to Lil Snoop. That's exactly why that supposed to been they supposed to made a single together, but it never happened. Cause around that time they got to think about Dirk was very busy doing all type of other shit, and but like you got to think about this with Lil Snoop passing away. Meek Mill suddenly gained all the attention from everybody, even from Little Snoop fans, and his money was rising up, 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 up. His money was rising up, and Meek Mills knew Lil Snoop was an authentic artist, like that he knew he was destined to be something. But in order to him, order for Meek Mills to come up, he had to do that sacrifice, and I felt like he sacrificed Lil Snoop. In my own formal opinion, I felt he sacrificed Lil Snoop. So now it brings me, and I'm hearing stories that the person that killed Lil Snoop was actually somewhat related to Meek Mills. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've been hearing stories that he's related to Meek Mills in some type of form or fashion. But I don't know. I don't know if that shit is actually true or not. But if it is, man, that's fucked up, bro. You killed you took out a real youngin who was destined to be something, and his music spoke so much pain. So now that brings me to Lil Durk and King Von. I felt like King Von was, I felt he got sacrificed, bro, cause same situation with Lil Snoop, bro. He was climbing to the top. He was about to surpass. Motherfuckers was fucking with King Von so hard, motherfuckers weren't thinking so much about Dirt. And if you heard the song G Code, you could see he said in the song, I'm gonna be your replacement. And when you think about that part, that make you sick on like, damn, is he talking about Little Dirt? Like if he's saying that he gonna be the replacement for Dirt and shit like that, and now that shit make you think, and like I'm saying, like, and then he got a great friend behind him, which is Muwop, who been by Von's side since he first got on, and he always been by Von's side, no matter what it is. Von always shouting him out in every single song. He's shouting him out in every single live, whatever it is, wherever Von go, Muwop is at. So if you ain't gonna see Muwop on camera, he's somewhere around Von somewhere. So the night that Von got killed, man, I praise Muwop for that, bro. He stood by his side. Now I don't think, like I said, I don't think nobody ran from the situation with Von. I think everybody tried to see where the other shots coming from. So man, I praise him for running up on Rondo little bitch ass and knocking his ass out. You feel me? And in the hip Von, a couple Von songs before he passed, I'm like, man, why his song sounds so much like his death, and see him talk so much about all his songs in that album. Go like, man, maybe he did get sacrificed, but maybe that makes you think. And but I'm not gonna get that past Lil Durk. He been in the game for a long time, but my mind is clicking in, thinking like maybe he did, maybe he genuine, because you could genuinely love a motherfucker and sacrifice him. You could genuinely love a motherfucker and sacrifice him. So but I want to talk a little bit on Muwop. Muwop, bro. is, you know, he gon' make sure Vaughn live on forever through that music shit. I look, thank God we got somebody from old block who's deciding to step up and say, man, I'm gonna do this for Vaughn, and I praise him for that. And I felt like Vaughn should never be put in that situation when he had to caught that case, bro. I felt like if he was around Chief Keef, he would have been straight. His mind would have been clear. He would have been in a better spacing. Because look, he grew up with Chief Keef. He grew up around Chief Keef. So I felt like King Von and Chief Keef never fell out. I think they probably had private talks. Probably, I wouldn't know, but they probably did. Just like with Duck Mama saying that him and Duck and Von had DMs of talking to each other, trying to squash everything down, get shit back, back in place. But there's no telling, bro. We don't have no no crucial evidence of that. But that's what Duck Mama saying, and I felt like King Von was still in contact with Chief Keef because you could tell when he passed away, Chief Keef was sad about it because he actually grew up with him. They was in them hallways together, so that makes you think. And Chief Keef was a real authentic artist too when he first got in the game. I felt like for me, he was the the platform for drill music. He was the first drill rapper to get signed, the first one, and that opened the door for other rappers. And I felt like he opened the door for Chicago rappers when with the with the with some of the hits he made, and all that shit just went into a quick burst for Chicago. So I put my tips off for Chief Keef on that part. I felt like he really was still a true friend of King Von, even though they went around each other. Um, but King Von, man, he was a person you never thought so early in his career that he had passed away. Like it's like, man, we got Pop Smoke that passed away. Um, we got Duck that passed away, and y'all seeing this video, please go back and watch my video from when I talked about when I talked about Duck death, Kanika Jenkins death, and Zach TV death. Please go check that video out. But yeah, King Von, he was something special, and Durk knew that. He did not expect Von to come up this damn big within that 2 year span of being, in the game. And because he put his, like when people come from so much shit and they constantly going to jail and they gotta find out something to do, keep they self focused, and he found something they could be focused on, and which was music. And he found his niche, his purpose in life was to make music, tell his stories, speak his mind on shit. Even though he was still dissing ops, dissing dead ops, whatever it is. Ops still respected him, bro, because he never went back on anything he said. If he say he finna diss a op, he finna diss a op. He don't care. And his ops respected him for that. They still respect him for that, even though he was dissing Tuka. Ruga, Duck, they all still respected Von, even though he was still dissing Tuka. So yeah, man, that's just another great legend going from Chicago, man. Another great legend going from O Block, because they real legend is really O.D. Perry. So I never known much about O.D. Perry until they named the block O Block. That's when I knew about O.D. Perry and how he passed away. And yeah, that's a real fucked up situation. But Vine got people behind him, making sure he stay alive in this game, making sure people never forget about him. I definitely will never forget about King Vine. You know, I hope a lot of people get what they deserve, and I hope people find happiness with themselves. And I wish that situation never happened with Quando, Rondo, and King Von, because Quando, Rondo, and King Von was somewhat friends and shit like that, and that whole little situation spiraled out of control. So there's no telling where they beef came from. I still to this day don't know. Either I'm pretty sure the world don't know where they beef came from. Um, but yeah, man, Von, Chief Keef, Lil Durk, man, there is so much history behind all them three. Um, Chief, like even with Chief Keef, man, he opened the door for artists, opened the doors for Durk. Even though Durk might not say that, but yeah, he did open the door for Durk because Chief Keef was the first artist to get signed, and then it came right along with Durk and passed on down. Now it's going real down. Now it nailed it down to King Von, the only artist I know that was actually still putting keeping Chicago on the map, right along with G Herbo. But G Herbo is another story. But yeah, he got a few songs with G Herbo. Man, what I really did wish, bro, to be honest, I wish he did have songs with Little Bibby, bro. I felt like that track was gonna be dope if he made a song with Little Bibby. There's so many artists that I wish Von made songs with, bro, because he would open the door like wide open for artists in Chicago that's coming up. And I felt like that's something he was doing before he passed away, giving these, underground artists, the platform to rap they shit and feature him in songs and shit like that, bro. So I tip Von out for all that shit, bro. But Von surely gonna be missed, and that's one thing I could say for Chicago. That's one thing I could say for O Block, that Von will always be missed. And I hope Muwop, find success making music and doing what he gotta do. I hope, Durk found closure with himself and everything going on with him, and because I felt like none of this shit should never happen. I felt like Von should have been in a better place. He should have went to Cali, clicked up with Chief Keef, and I feel like none of this shit would never happen. But everybody have a good one. Thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it.
Yeah, they come with this shit. You going to jail. You getting killed. You getting robbed. You getting something gonna happen to you. We out here. This is street shit. This is what we signed up for. This is what we doing. Yeah. So that's what we got the name. Growing up over here, shit, it was like a regular hood. I was with my homies and shit, all my friends, so we grew up playing, kicking in the shit. Then we got older, still kicking it, but other shit got.
Yo, good, right? You good? Yeah, I'm good. All right, man. Yo, Durk, introduce this guy right here. I don't know who he is.
King Von, you know what I'm saying, one of the hottest in Chicago.
Yes,
for sure. I'm saying, going crazy.
Okay,
OTF.
He's OTF.
For sure.
Yes, man.
Lil Durk, and you brought your artist with you, Durk?
Yeah, for sure.
What's your artist name, bro?
King Von.
What's up, sir?
What's up with you?
Welcome.
So you money-wise? See, look, alright, this the thing. Me growing up, when I got in trouble early, 15 years old, shit like that, so I ain't never been grown until like right now, because I've been in jail. All the times where it really counted,
The officer fired shots.
Well, it happened early this morning on Trinity Avenue, and tonight at least 3 people are dead. CBS 46's
26-year-old Devon Bennett, also known as rapper King Von. He was shot and killed after a deadly fight erupted in front of Monaco Hookah Lounge. 2 men approached King Von and his group in the parking lot, and an argument ensued. The argument quickly escalating to a shootout between the 2 groups.
I like them, the 63rd trend, like shit. Yeah, I did that.
grandson for president. Be cool and get your bitch ass Trump. Ain't talking elephant. I've been killing shit for too long. I'm like a veteran. Wooski got shot, now he taking medicine. But anyway, GDK, I be in them buildings where them killers stay. Burning, that's a one way. Hop out, walking broad day. Try to run, get caught. That bitch got hit, that hoe was in the way. Oh, block, we run the city. Rest in peace, big A. Snitch,